This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the community is reacting to the passing of Dr. Geraldine Stish Shepperson. Hear how the former superintendent of the Hazleton Area School District is being remembered next. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Kara. Let's get to our headlines. The Hazleton area is remembering a woman who dedicated her life to helping others. Dr. Geraldine Stish Shepperson passed away Tuesday. She worked her way from a nurse to the first ever female superintendent of schools for the Hazleton Area School District. She was also active in her church and community. We talked with the current superintendent, Dr. Frances X. Antonelli, who was a principal while she was at the helm, Lori Lasant, the executive director of community services for site. Dr. Shepperson served on the board of directors there, and SSPTV president and CEO Sam Lasant Sr.
Jerry certainly had a great deal of passion for her work here in the Hazleton Area School District, specifically as superintendent of schools. She was a very strong advocate for students, all students, but especially disadvantaged and students that were at risk. And she really set high expectations for her staff, and that really made all of us much better educators. So I will miss Jerry as a colleague and as a friend.
Dr. Shepperson was an asset to our organization because she served on our board for many years, giving her time, talent, guidance, and support to our organization and to those who we serve. She was always there to lend a helping hand at all of our fundraisers. She would encourage everyone else to come out and help as well. She always brought her granddaughter Annie with her to help at our Vera Bradley event. And she always encouraged me to build a better organization and live my dream doing that. She always taught me never to underestimate myself. And she also told me, to just do what you need to do to get the job done. So that's what we've been doing, living through that. She had such great leadership skills, and I've learned so many things from her with her skills that she has taught me. We are sadly going to miss her.
I remember knocking on Dr. Wesley Stish's door when I was in college. He was my doctor and Geraldine was the nurse. You couldn't find a person who was more compassionate about people. Interesting thing about her being the first female superintendent, the girl brought class. She brought dignity. She always addressed things the way they were to be addressed, and she was honest. So we lost a great person, a person who comes from a family that was so great and still is great to our community. She will be missed very much, and what she brought for example, the Blind Association and all the things she did was just wonderful things that she's done in this area.
A massive Christian burial will be celebrated at noon on Saturday at Our Lady of Grace Church in Hazleton. Friends may call Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and our sincere condolences to her husband, daughter, family, and friends. New concerns about a proposed land deal that would transfer approximately 300 acres in Hazel Township to the city of Hazleton. Harold Clemow, one of the 8 stockholders with Sullivan Trail Partnership, contacted our media partner, the Standard Speaker. Clemow lives in Florida, and he says the partners were not consulted and never agreed to donate the land just off of Club 40 Road in Stockton Mountain. However, attorney Bart Ecker, also a stockholder, presented the idea in a letter to the city. He says that letter was merely to gauge interest. Any transaction will require approval of voters in both municipalities. For more details, check out today's Standard Speaker. Members of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce gathered for their monthly mixer at the new Sophie Jewelers in the Laurel Mall.
They told me this is the largest chamber mixer they've had this year, which is quite impressive for us since we're new to the chamber. So we're really happy about that. You can't ask for anything more. That's one of the first things I noticed since I've come to Hazleton area is the support of the community. I have business leaders from all over the community that come to support me. I feel it in the community that just regular people that just walk in and just want to see what the store's all about and what we offer. It's a great community. We're really, really proud to be here.
So if you're looking for the perfect gift this Valentine's Day, stop by Sophie Jewelers in the Laurel Mall or in St. Clair. Meanwhile, the ribbon was officially cut Wednesday for Smith Floral Company in West Hazleton. Back in November, we introduced you to Jennifer Barnasevich, who went from floral shop employee to floral shop owner.
I really do like it all. I mean, I love being a flower designer. I love working with flowers every day. I'm excited about being involved in the greenhouses and, getting my hands dirty, and, it's great being in the greenhouses and seeing that progression. Like, our geraniums are planted for the spring. We're always a season ahead. So that's it's always like you're looking, towards the next holiday.
Jennifer says that the employees are the same and the transition has been seamless. She thanks the Chamber and the community for their support. Coming up, we learn more about the CRIZ program and what it means to the borough of Tamaqua. And in sports, we'll tell you where 2 Tamaqua area athletes will be competing in college.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Every Thursday, we are pleased to bring you the highlights and the important progress being made in downtown Hazleton. Thanks to the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, Krista Schneider just happens to be the executive director of DHAP, and she is here to tell us about next week's Second Friday, another big event taking place in downtown Hazleton. This is really getting better each month.
Yeah, we have a wonderful participation from the local businesses downtown that are signing up to offer special promotions, and we have, I think, renewed interest in some of the local organizations and for their efforts to get involved as well. So it is growing.
I've been hearing that some of the events are, very well attended and people are having a lot of fun. It's a great way to come out and spend a Friday, whatever part of the day there's something going on.
Right, and even in the winter, even if it's not warm out, everything we have this month going on indoors, so there's still a good reason to come downtown.
Now tell us about some of those good reasons, the great promotions that are taking place through the area businesses and why we should be shopping local.
Yeah, the businesses are kicking in. They got a little creative this month. So, for instance, Core Fitness, they're doing a glow Zumba party. So if you wear like a neon color, you glow in the dark for the Zumba class. So that's taking place. We also have a new addition this month, which is in honor of Valentine's Day. Facets of Dance here on Broad Street is offering a couples beginner tango class. Ooh. And so if you ever wanted to learn how to tango, now is your chance. So that's a special price and promotion that evening as well. So there's that. There's Felons, of course, and Chaskins, being that it's Valentine's Day, they're running special promotions. In fact, I think Victoria's Candies is also staying open late. They actually have chocolate roses that they're kicking in as a special promotion for people who stop by and support their local business. I think the Jimmy's has strawberry and cherry pink milkshakes, 2-for-1 deals. We have a special artisan who's coming into shop 2 this month, and her name is Lord Salvador, and she makes handmade jewelry, scarves, earrings, and the shop 2 will be actually offering free hot chocolate for anybody who stops by to visit the ice carving demonstration that's going to be taking place near outside their shop. By Jack Vozar is coming in to do a live ice carving demo. So that'll be from 5 to 7, and so they're giving free hot chocolate to keep people warm if they want to stop and watch. What else do we have? We have the Pines, of course. They're doing free champagne toast for anybody who ties the knot that evening, because the weddings are being, any ceremonies or renewing of vows that the mayor is doing, anybody who ties the knot that night, they give a free champagne toast. There's also a band coming in, YMI. Frankie's has WAZL coming in to do a live broadcast for anybody that wants to dedicate a message to their loved one, as well as free tickets that they're offering for the Eric Church concert. So that's at Frankie's Pizzeria. Of course, they have dinner specials. And then the Ovalon Restaurant also, and Metallo's is offering like discounts and gift cards. So many, many reasons to come downtown. There's so much going on.
This is all taking place on February 13th, so the day before Valentine's Day. So all these great promotions, all these great businesses open. Perfect time to come out and get that something special for your sweetheart. And if they want more information, Krista, where are they going to?
DowntownHazleton.org.
All righty. We hope that you'll come out and support Second Friday on February 13th in downtown Hazleton.
For those getting married on Second Friday, all paperwork must be filled out ahead of time, and an appointment is needed, and the license will then be brought to City Hall no later than February 11th, or you have to bring your license to City Hall no later than February 11th. For more information, call the Mayor's office at 570-459-4910.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It was boot weather today. I wasn't expecting it. Now I have wet socks, but I can deal with it long enough to give you tonight's forecast from the National Weather Service. There is a wind chill advisory in effect from 7 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. on Friday. Wind chills will range from 5 to 15 below tonight, and they can get as low as -20 in the higher elevations. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a low around -1. And again, remember those wind chills will make it very, very cold. On the extended forecast, Friday, partly sunny with a high near 18, but the wind chill will make it feel like -12 degrees. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 14. Saturday, as we begin our weekend, a chance of snow, cloudy with a high near 30. Saturday night, the low will be 24 with a 40% chance of snow. Sunday, snow is likely. We'll have a high of 30 degrees. Sunday night, we'll get down to 22. Snow is likely once again. And we can expect snow on Monday as we begin a new work week, a high of 28. And then Monday night, there's a 50% chance of snow with a low around 20. Tonight's weather is brought to you by the Ramada on Church Street in Hazleton. Monthly rooms are available with free Wi-Fi and a continental breakfast. Banquet space is available for any type of gathering, including weddings, meetings, reunions, Sweet 16 parties, and more. Call 570-455-2061.
The Tamaqua Chamber of Commerce hosted its monthly red carpet breakfast, and this time the focus was on the CRIZ. Now, the CRIZ we've told you about before. That is City Revitalization and Improvement Zone, and Tamaqua is the only borough in the state of Pennsylvania to be given this special designation. Now, Tom Cara is a council member for Tamaqua. How did it go?
Well, it was a very good meeting. There was about 50 people attended. And Mike Gurski gave a great presentation in detail on how the CRIZ will work. There was paperwork on the tables for the business people to pick up and start submitting their required paperwork to get this CRIZ going. And Micah had a link to Dave Argel, who is down in Harrisburg. He has a legislative session today. So Dave had some things to tell the people too. But what's going on with this CRIZ is, and CRIZ stands for City Revitalization Improvement Zone, and Tamaqua was lucky enough to get this designation. The advantage of this CRIZ, if you want to open a coffee shop in Tamaqua, and you're going to say it's going to cost $100,000. Well, the CRIZ will put $5 in, but you have to have some stake in this, so you have to put in $1. So that's like 16%. The CRIZ is going to have a bond issue.
For anyone who wasn't at the meeting and they want to know more about it, what's the best advice you have for them?
Well, they could call the borough in Tamaqua. It's 570-668-0300, and we can mail them the paperwork for the CRIZ and the applications.
All right, well, it sounds pretty impressive. I know a long way off from anything happening because you got to get the wheels in motion, and like you said, it is a 30-year program. But one thing we do want to specify, you said Allentown before, there were some concerns over taking businesses from other communities into there. Yeah. So that is not something that is allowed. You can't close down a business in one town and bring it to Tamaqua.
Yeah, that was a problem that they had with the law when they wrote it. They didn't think that businesses in another community were going to relocate, and there were a couple communities around Allentown that were suing the city because, hey, you know, how could you do this? And but they did rewrite that in the law that if you have an existing business somewhere, you just can't relocate it. But if you're looking to start a business, Tamaqua is a bright spot. You should take a look at it.
All right, very good advice. Again, the CRIZ program in the borough of Tamaqua. If you're interested, you weren't at the meeting yesterday, 668-0300. Call the borough and get all the information and help Tamaqua with its revitalization effort.
We have to have a revote for your favorite Cara on FYI. I forgot my Uncle Tom. So you can vote for me, Gino Cara from the Hazleton High School baseball team, or Brian Cara from West Hazleton Fire. I won the first round, but my mom was the only vote. Pick 2, 96, pick 3, 110, pick 4, 3267, and pick 5, 77586. Those are your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Sports is coming up next on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
On National Signing Day for college football, 2 local athletes made verbal commitments in other sports. Paige Dimitriadis will join the Division I track and field team at the University of Pittsburgh. Dimitriadis won the silver throwing the javelin at the District 11 meet as a sophomore and won gold as a junior last year. Dylan Rankevich will wrestle at Division III level after winning over 110 matches at Tamaqua. He's currently 6th on the school's all-time win list. Roger Williams University is located in Rhode Island, and this is a screenshot from the school's website. You can't see any people, let alone a wrestling mat, but it's breathtaking. And it's part of the reason Tamaqua area wrestler Dylan Rankevich made his verbal commitment to the Hawks. Rankevich says it's 5 steps from a dorm room to the beach at the university. There were 2 other major factors in Rankevich's decision, including the Hawks wrestling coach John Egan.
I loved how he's always in communication with me. He came to see my 100th win, so it was really big. And he's always helping kids out, whether they're in their season or out of their season, he's always in.
Rankevich started wrestling in kindergarten with his older brother Tyler. During his sophomore year in high school, he started wrestling in the off-season and started looking into colleges. Now he's picked Roger Williams University, and here's the 3rd major reason why.
I'm going to study criminal justice, so it's a law school. So
Why that? What made
2 years I'm going to go into the State Police Academy.
Nice. Was there a background in the family or just something?
Yeah, my uncle, New Jersey State Police officer, and I just loved what he did, so it's a nice program to get into.
Tamaqua area javelin thrower Paige Dimitriadis didn't have a dream school, but it was the coaches and the team at the University of Pittsburgh that drew her to Western Pennsylvania.
They're a great group of people. I got along super well with them, and they're so dedicated, and they're people I really think I could get better with and work with well.
When Dimitriadis started throwing with coaches John Kochmar and Barry Kraumis, she was a basketball player just looking to stay in shape.
I think I have a ton to learn. I've been so fortunate to be successful in high school because of John and Barry. I would never have thrown that far at all without them. And I think they just made it possible for me to get to the next level.
There's still work to be done in Tamaqua for Paige Dimitriadis and Dylan Rankevich. Dimitriadis is working on fine-tuning her throwing as she gets ready to defend her District 11 javelin gold medal in the spring. Rankevich went right from this press gathering to a weigh-in for a wrestling match. Rankevich also thanked his high school coaches during my interview with him on Wednesday, and he was in action with the Blue Raiders on Wednesday night. Here's tonight's FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. Tamaqua lost in wrestling to Tri-Valley. North Schuylkill, they got the victory over Pine Grove. The Marion girls basketball team picked up a 10-point win over Nativity on Tuesday. In boys basketball, Monoy area bounced back from a loss to Shenandoah Valley with a win over Schuylkill Haven. Tamaqua was swept by Secon Valley in swimming, and on senior night, Hazleton area's girls and boys bowling teams both earned victories. Anthony Sidari and Jamie Kalaga both had 600 series for the Big HA. In college basketball, the Penn State Hazleton men beat PSU Schuylkill, but the women, they lost a close one, and it might have devastating effects for their chances in the PSU AC, at least for the regular season championship. Well, yesterday, the Penn State football team signed their 2015 recruiting class. Head coach James Franklin says the class was rated number 2 in the Big Ten and had a national ranking average of around number 11. When Franklin was introduced as coach, he said he and his coaching staff were going to dominate the state. 11 of the 25 players in this class are from the Keystone State, and 7 of the state's top 10 players are now Nittany Lions. He was asked how they were able to back up his statement. He started off by giving credit to his many coaches, many of whom are from Pennsylvania, and then he added this.
You know, I don't think it's anything different than anything else in life. You make something a priority. You know, whether it's being a great student in school, you make it a priority, you're going to do well. You make it a priority to keep the best players in this region home, you're going to do that. And I think we can do better going forward. We got 4 of the top players in the country already committed to us for 2016. So, you know, we're excited. It never really ends. Everybody's like, you know, like signing days. Today we had a junior day, I think 2 weeks ago. We had another junior day in 2 weeks. We're already all over 2017 players. You know, it never ends. You know, but we're excited. We're excited about it because the plays just seem to work better with really good players.
Well, that is sports for tonight. FYI, we'll be right back. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Hey everyone, here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. Community Services for Sight will be holding their 14th annual No Tap Bowling this Saturday at Valley Lanes. 3 times are available: 12:30, 4 p.m., and 7:30 p.m. $15 per bowler. For more information, call 570-455-0421. Hope to see you there. It's for a great cause. And finally, there'll be a pierogi and halushki sale at Holy Trinity Orthodox Church this Friday, February 6th, from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Located on South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, call-ahead orders are appreciated. 570-929-2179. That's tonight's Talk of the Town report. FYI News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Dr. Geraldine Stish Shepperson of Hazleton. Donations can be made to the Dr. Geraldine Shepperson Scholarship Fund, P.O. Box 2766, Hazleton, Pennsylvania. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Lily M. Shell of Freeland. Services will be held Saturday at 10 a.m. at the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. The burial will be held at the Freeland Cemetery. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. And Elizabeth Dolores Betty Gennaro Ward of Weatherwood Nursing Home. A massive Christian burial will be held Saturday at 11 a.m. at Most Precious Blood Church. Interment will be announced at a later date. Friends may call Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. at Firo Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name on FYI News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Leonard Valitsky of Mahanoy City. Leonard, if you see your name now, give us a call, 455-7267, extension 104, to win that free movie.
We'll wrap up the week tomorrow on FYI. Until then, for breaking news, you can go to standardspeaker.com or facebook.com/FYI News 13. Take it easy, everyone.